Oh my goodness me, man, look at you, you're filthy. How will the fat controller appreciate this, eh?
Oh, don't blame me, Mr. What your name is. I mean, it's a steam engine. I was just backing down onto some coal and, voila.
You got some on your back.
I got some, yeah.
Ah, tell you what,
Sorry.
this reminds me of the time when Percy bashed into Thomas with a coal truck.
Oh, I've gone all like that.
Well,
I wonder what happened.
well, here's the story. Why don't you tell the viewers?
Oh, no, thank you, up you. Thanks, Finger Toes. Oh, sorry, I heard that from Diesel. Well, anyway, let's get back onto the story. Thomas, Percy, and the coal. Thomas, the tank engine, blue paint sparkling in the sunshine as he puffed happily along his branch line with Annie and Clarabelle. Blue is the only proper colour for an engine, he boasted the other engines. Oh, I don't know. I like my brown paint, said Toby. I've always been green, and I wouldn't like to be any other colour either, added Percy. Blue is the only colour for a really useful engine. Everybody knows that. Percy said no more. He just grinned at Toby and winked. Each day Percy brings a truck full of coal from the junction for the coal merchants at Farquhar. The next morning Thomas was resting when Percy arrived. Be careful on this siding, Percy, warned Thomas as Percy pushed the truck along the line beside him. These buffers aren't safe there, and he got no further. As one of the coal trucks passed Thomas, the catch of his door burst open. With a rumble and crash, an avalanche of coal poured out and piled up around Thomas's wheels. A thick cloud of dust rose all around him. Sputtered Thomas. Help! I'm choking! Get me out! Percy looked worried. Then, as the dust settled, he looked at Thomas and began to laugh. Thomas's smart blue paint was black from coal box to bunker. Laughed Percy. You don't really look useful now. You should see yourself. You look really disgraceful. I'm not disgraceful, choked Thomas furiously. You did it on purpose, Percy. Now stop your stupid giggling and get me out. But it was some time before Percy could help. The coal bunker stood behind the buffers, which Thomas said they were unsafe. It was only when the coal was shot into the bunker that Thomas could be moved. Poor Thomas was filthy. You're not fit to be seen, grumbled the cleaners. It took so long to clean Thomas that he was not ready for time for his next train, and Toby had to take Annie and Clara with Henrietta. The cleaners were tired and dirty when they had finished. Thomas was grumpy in the shed that night. Toby thought it was a great joke, but Percy was annoyed with Thomas for thinking that he made it paint black on purpose. Who would have thought it? Percy remarked. Fancy a really useful blue engine like Thomas becoming a disgrace for the Fat Controller's Railway. You wait, Percy, replied Thomas crossly. One day you'll laugh on the other side of your smoke box. Pooh, rejoined Percy. You and her miss all that fun for anything. The feud worsened as time went on. Thomas thought Percy had coal dusted him deliberately, and Percy was cross with Thomas for thinking so. A few days later, Thomas was at the platform when Percy brought him his trucks from the junction. Percy arranged them and ran into a siding for a drink before Thomas's train left. The water column stood at the end of the siding with the faulty buffers. As Percy tried to stop, he heard a cracking sound, and to his horror, he found out he couldn't. The buffers didn't stop him either. "Oh!" wailed Percy. "Help!" The buffers broke, and Percy ran into the coal bunker with a thud. Coal flew everywhere, and when the dust had settled, Percy had disappeared beneath a thick black cloak. Thomas watched from the platform. As the crash died away, the signal arm dropped, and Thomas moved up, laughing as he went. Percy was furious, and he spent the rest of the day wondering how to pay Thomas back. And that was it. Wow. I wonder how did Percy get his revenge?
Is that your train?
What? Oh, that, yeah.
Why is it moving?
I don't know.
I'm afraid that Percy's revenge will have to wait until another time. See you in a few days' time.